And so what is Metaverse Fund? This is your fund to buy NFTs or to invest in startups or some combination. It's roughly a $200 million fund that you're investing out of?
Yeah. So again, it didn't start out as a $200 million fund. I took some of the money I made through crypto and I started buying NFTs, right? Like for two reasons. One of them had this base thesis of the virtual worlds. And I looked at them as a new distribution platform where I feel like the new social media will not look like the same social media. So it's going to be different. And so I started investing in all these virtual worlds and buying up like scores of land. So that's how that started. So that was back in 2017, and that's part of the fund now, right? And I've also invested in all the infrastructure companies and all these NFT related companies, not in Dapper Labs, but in Flow, right? Like I kind of have this tendency to trust the tokens more than the underlying company itself personally, because liquidity is
interesting. You trust the token more than the company. I, as an investor in startups, was insistent when a number of my startups asked to do ICOs that my investment remain in the company, and that if I wanted to buy some tokens, I would do that. But I took the opposite approach. So who's going to turn out to be right in this one, do you think?
So it depends, right? Like not every company is going to have a successful token, definitely. But I have very few investments, but all of them are, like well thought of and like high impact to an extent. There are a few that didn't work out. But for me personally, I moved myself into Singapore. I have no capital gains. That means that, I can roll over my money. So like accumulation is very different here, right? So I get to do a 10x and then take the money, do another 10x. I don't think that's the same across the world.
No, you would have to pay capital gains, and you would have to pay short-term capital gains, in fact. So in Singapore, you can just move in and out of cryptocurrencies all day long and flip them without having the tax event, correct?
Not if you're, actively trading. Actively trading then becomes a business, and you're treated like that's your business and you have to pay income on it. But, I never trade, right? I move from investments to an investment.
Got it. So wait, you're saying you never sell your digital assets, or you use one digital asset to buy the other? Yeah,
that's right. So I have no fiat. I don't live on fiat at all. So I just moved from, say, this route, right? Like I moved from Ethereum to Polkadot to Flow, and there was not much happening there.
And so you have no fiat. What do you do when you go to dinner or you have to pay your rent or buy a house?
So I do have a personal bank account in Singapore. Nowadays, it's a little more easy to get the account. Last 2 years was a little hard, I should tell you. But, and there are also these crypto cards, right? Like Crypto.com and 10x and various stuff. So I've been swiping that away. So it's not been hard.